Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to our channel. As always, it's me, Ivan, and today I've got a quick video for you. We're checking out a watch that's actually been around for quite some time, but I only recently got my hands on one. This is the Wellimark WM211, and honestly, it has exceeded my expectations. With its Full-Lume dial, Seiko NH35 movement, and affordable price tag, I think this is a fantastic little not so little dive watch for the summer months. Guys, as you know, the AliExpress summer sale is happening right now. There's only about a day left before it ends, but if you miss it, don't worry, as the mid-year sale is just around the corner. And that's great news if you're thinking about picking one of these up. With the usual coupons I've left in the description and pinned comment, you should be able to get the WM211 for around $120, which I think is a bargain. And over the next few minutes, you'll see exactly why. The watch arrives in the usual Wellimark packaging, which consists of a box and a carrying case, so I'm not going to waste your time showing it. Instead, let's jump straight into the dimensions. The WM211 comes in with a 42mm case diameter, a 48.5mm lug-to-lug, and a thickness of 12.5mm. Finally, the lug width is 20mm, and sized for my wrist, the watch weighs in at 133 grams. Guys, as someone who generally prefers larger watches, I find these dimensions very reasonable, and I'm really happy with how the WM211 wears on my 17cm or 6.7-inch wrist. It's comfortable, well balanced, and I think it looks particularly good with this mint green dial. Moving on to the design, the WM211 is an homage to the Zodiac Super Seawolf Pro Diver, and if you like that design, you'll probably like this one as well, because the two watches look very similar. In addition, the build quality is also quite impressive for the money. The entire watch is made of 316L stainless steel, you get an AR-coated sapphire crystal up front, a mineral crystal on the case back, and a ceramic bezel insert. Finally, since this is a dive watch, you get a proper 200 meters of water resistance thanks to the screw-down crown and case back. When it comes to the finishing, the Wellimark doesn't disappoint either. The case features a vertical brushed finish with beveled lugs, and it honestly looks surprisingly nice. You then get some polished surfaces on both the bezel and the bracelet, which in my opinion are a nice touch and make the watch look a bit more attractive. And guys, here's a closer look at the bracelet. It's a 5-link design with solid links throughout. The removable links are secured with split pins, making resizing very straightforward. In terms of comfort, it's actually very good, even though the link edges feel a little sharp to the touch. Thankfully, I don't notice any of that while wearing the watch. As for the clasp, it's fairly generic, but it's fully milled. It offers 6 micro-adjustment positions, and it gets the job done perfectly well. Next, let's have a quick word about the dial. Guys, it's almost identical to the one found on the Seawolf, with one small exception. The applied indices on the Wellimark are polished, while those on the Zodiac are outlined in black. Personally, I think the Zodiac dial looks a little better, but the Wellimark still looks fantastic. It's very legible, and that mint green color looks amazing, not only during the day, but also in complete darkness. Now, I don't think the lume used here is super luminova, but it does have a very strong initial brightness, which makes for some really cool lume shots. It gradually starts to fade after that, but it remains visible for quite some time, especially on the hands, making the watch perfectly usable in low light conditions. So yeah, I'm actually very impressed with the lume here, as it's much better than I expected. Alright guys, before I give you my final thoughts, I just want to mention that this watch is powered by the Seiko NH35 movement, which I'm very happy to see as it's been quite a while since I last reviewed a watch with one of these. I know most of you are already familiar with this movement, so instead of going over all the specs, I'll simply leave them on the screen for you to check out. What you should know is that because this is the NH35 and not the no-date NH38, you do get a gold date position when setting the time. I know some people aren't fans of that, but personally it doesn't bother me at all. I also want to briefly mention the accuracy. With the watch fully wound and resting dial up, I'm seeing around plus 4 seconds per day along with a beat error of 0.9 milliseconds, which I think is a very respectable result for an NH35. So what are my final thoughts on the Wellimer WM211? Well, I have to say that this watch turned out to be a very pleasant surprise, and it's a watch that I genuinely enjoy wearing. For around $120 during a sale, you're getting a lot of watch for the money. The build quality is solid, the dimensions work well, the bracelet is comfortable, the NH35 is a proven and reliable movement, and that fully loomed mint green dial is just a lot of fun. My only real nitpick is the bezel. The knurling is polished, which makes it a little slippery to grip at times. That said, the bezel action itself, which I completely forgot to mention earlier, is actually very nice. It's smooth, easy to operate, and if you're familiar with the Orient Kamasu, this one feels kind of similar. Other than that, I really don't have any complaints. So guys, if you're looking for an affordable dive watch with good specifications and a fantastic lume dial, I think the Wellimer WM211 is definitely worth considering. That's the end of today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more watch related content. As always, if you have any questions about the Wellimer WM211, leave them down in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks again guys, take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.